Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's week 3 of
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
It's Kelsey on the ground. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
To about the 23. The numbers for Sanders last week, 25 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first.
Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 29, Fields connecting quickly with Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Back to throw, Fields. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 30. Again, Fields. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback. They'll put him on the deck.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete to right.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Fields.
The Sanders has got it complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down.
That pass complete to Moore.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 16, Mahomes.
Open man right side is Tony. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they...
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney
from 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
outside, caught by Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Saquon Barkley, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Van Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action, Fields
on the move to his left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a first down throw, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage. So
maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Fields. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gay's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes to Jefferson on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Mahomes to throw once more. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Fields. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, Fields. And once again, this is Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that will be incomplete. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, Fields. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Steps away to his left. It won't
be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Edwards coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And that's complete to Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nick Bolton. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run again with Hunt. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So now the Eagles down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. To throw is Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields forced out to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Chiefs,